Big news from the Vatican today. Pope Leo XIV has chosen Joliet Bishop Ron Hicks to lead the New York City Archdiocese. This afternoon, he celebrated Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York alongside the outgoing Cardinal Timothy Dolan. This is the Pope's first major American appointment, and how about this? Turns out both Hicks and Pope Leo have some very similar backgrounds.
I love all this.
Yeah.
Marianne Ahern joins us now with reaction. Marianne.
Yes, the new Archbishop met then Cardinal Prevost just last year. That conversation is the only one they've had. One strong tie he has with the Pope, Hicks is already being called the pro-immigration Archbishop. New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan ushers his successor, Ron Hicks, through St. Patrick's Cathedral. Hicks says he's visited New York City many times, but now it will be home.
I love it. I love the culture, the food, the energy.
Dolan, who turned 75 almost a year ago, has been in line for retirement, is seen as a champion of conservative causes, having prayed at both President Trump's inaugurations. He just met Hicks earlier this week.
Immensely qualified.
Hicks, who is more soft-spoken, met Pope Leo, who was then Cardinal Robert Prevost, about a year ago, when Prevost was visiting New Lenox.
We grew up in the same area. We would have played baseball in the same parks, gone swimming in the same kind of public pool, and we even share a famous pizza place that's our favorite.
Cardinal Blaise Zupich downplayed what role he may have had in Hicks' appointment, even as Hicks' name has been often mentioned as a future cardinal.
People who know him aren't really surprised.
In fact, there was some talk that maybe someday he was going to be your successor one day.
Well, that could have been very possible, and it would have been very welcomed by people, and I would be the first one in line.
Hombres, personas.
Hicks, who is bilingual, spent 5 years in Mexico and El Salvador and has expressed solidarity with immigrants during the deportation raids.
I speak Spanish, but it's more than that. I was really formed by the Latino church, and I have a great heart for the Latino community.
Just 58 years old, Ron Hicks is seen as someone who can handle the pressures from consolidating parishes, fewer priests, financial demands, as well as the healing from the priest sex abuse crisis. Certainly, for Hicks today, it has been a whirlwind.
I've been stopped on the street, entering different buildings, just pulled in by people and said to me, "Hey, welcome to New York. Congratulations. Good luck to you."
Hicks will be installed on February 6th at St. Patrick's Cathedral. And while Cardinal Dolan had a larger-than-life personality, what we've heard from those who know Archbishop Hicks well, they say he's comfortable in his own skin, and they look for him to be a listener in these initial days.
All right.
Very nice.
I love that he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's so cool.
Chicago pride.
And I think we heard somewhere earlier that he grew up like 14 blocks away from where Pope Leo grew up. And,
exactly.
you know,
And
it's
he's
cool.
had a very different New York experience than I've had. Welcome to New York.
Yeah,
We're so glad you're here.
We're not